Okay, so thank you guys for hopping on here. Seriously, I was thinking today, I'm like, there's so many coaches on my team that are struggling this month to hit Success Club that maybe normally do hit Success Club. And so I wanted to do this just kind of quick casual call for you guys. And I was like, I need to just invite everybody on all of like Smash, because I'm sure there's, it's not just my team. So thanks for hopping on. If I don't know you personally, if we haven't chatted before, my name is Jackie Peterson, and our team is Next Level Nation. Last year we were an elite team, top 100, so really proud of my team. But I just really wanted to give you guys some good tips that you can take away into this last week of the month and really focus on hitting your goals, because that's, we're all here to help at least 3 people every single month, and we're here to move our business forward every single month. And so Success Club should basically be a non-negotiable for you if you're wanting to build a business. So really, I'm just going to go over 7 kind of quick tips, and then we'll open it up. And if you guys have questions, feel free to type it in the chat box, or I have you guys muted right now just in case, because sometimes the feedback is bad. But so my first tip for you guys is right now, make your decision that Success Club is going to be a non-negotiable. So whether you are still at 0 on the last day of this month, is it still going to be a non-negotiable for you? Honestly, Success Club is 100% a decision. And if you want it, you can do it. Like, I'm a firm believer that you can do anything that you set your mind to. And so if this is your goal, then decide now. It's going to happen. Like, you are going to be up until midnight of the last day of this month if you have to. Hopefully not, because hopefully these tips will help you secure Success Club within the next few days and you won't have to be stressing. But decide now. And I really believe that is like the first step, because if you don't make the decision, you're not going to mentally be prepared to give it all you've got at this point. So second tip, obviously social media is a huge place where you're going to attract in people. So my second tip is post every single day over the next week some sort of story-based post where you're either talking about your results with programs. You could talk about how you feel after your workout, something like inspiring that's going to add value to your followers. So it could be talking about Shakeology and how it helps you and your family. Like, one of my coaches, I just shared this with my team, she posted a really awesome post about Shakeology, and she was like, my kid, like all 3 of us had Shakeology for lunch today. I could never get them to eat like veggies before. Anyway, so you could do a really cool, like, adding value post, like sharing that with your followers. But then in that story-based post, weave in something about your challenge group or the business opportunity. And you could say something like, I've got a fitness boot camp starting next week. If that's something you're interested in, shoot me a message or like this post. Like, at the very end, like, don't make it like a sales post or a marketing post, but just make it something where you can add value and you can share something about your journey or your story. And then at the very end, give that like subtle call to action. And if you do that like every single day, because a lot of coaches worry like, well, if I post something about coaching every single day, if I post something about a challenge group every single day, people are going to get annoyed with me or something. You have to realize that only like 7% of the people that you're friends with actually even see your posts, because our news feeds are just filled constantly with new stuff. So the chance that they're seeing every single one of your posts is very slim to none. So if you're posting about it every single day, you're going to start reaching different people who might not have seen it otherwise, because you before were maybe only posting about it every other day or maybe every 2 or 3 days. Post about it once a day and see see how many more people you can attract in, because you're reaching more people. Don't be afraid to really just put yourself out there. Don't limit yourself to once a week or twice a week. Try it every day and see if that, helps your reach. So the next tip is, obviously you've got to do like a marketing post. So what are you marketing for right now? When does your challenge group start? Or maybe you have a new Coach Basics group starting. Like, decide what it is you're inviting to and make at least 2 marketing, like big marketing posts this week. So that could be like a join my team type of post, join my challenge group, have a fun like theme for your challenge group. All of my followers are loving like the bikini boot camp. So that was my theme this month. But figure out what your niche wants and like create like a fun theme around your challenge group if that's what you're promoting for this week. But do that 2 to 3 times this week as well. And that's not, that subtle call to action. That's actually like a scroll stopping picture where they're going to go, okay, I know exactly what I'm being invited to. I know that this is probably more of like a commitment type of thing. So do that 3 times this week. And that is one of those like scroll stopping posts. One thing I do want to talk about when you're posting on social media is a lot of my team, I've noticed they have a really, really, low affinity on Facebook. So if you are a newer coach and you're not familiar with what affinity is, basically affinity is like your popularity in the Facebook newsfeed. So if you're new, your affinity probably isn't very high, or if you get very little engagement on your Facebook posts, your affinity is probably low as well. So what you can do to improve your affinity on Facebook is an hour or 2 before you post that, marketing post, or you post that call to action, post some sort of like engaging post. So ask a question, do you like A or B? Give people like options. People love to give their opinions. Think about what's going on in your life. Do you have any like decisions that you have to make? Obviously don't ask Facebook about life decisions, but like, are you deciding on going on a vacation to the lake or to the beach or something? Like, ask people questions and get them to engage on your page. The more people you can get to engage on your page, the higher your affinity is going to be. So that's a good tip. And then another tip is to go out and, you have your list of who you want to invite to your challenge groups, right? You have your list of people that you would love to join your team. Go to their Facebook pages and really engage on their page, because if you're engaging on their page, they're more likely to be engaging on your page. And in turn, they're going to see more of your posts in their newsfeed. So it really is kind of like a game with Facebook that you have to play, and to figure out like how you can get more of your posts to reach more people. And so if you notice that you're not getting a lot of reach, start doing those things every single day. What I like to do is go to at least 5 of my, prospects' pages and just engage with them on their pictures, like and comment on a photo. And then I know, okay, Facebook knows that I'm interested in them, so it's probably going to show them more of my stuff too. So that's something that I do every day. And if you do it every day, you'll start to see your affinity grow as well. All right. So next tip, I guess that was kind of tip number 3, is boost your affinity. So tip number 4 is give yourself a goal of how many people you're going to invite every single day this week. So how many challengers do you need right now to hit Success Club 5? Or if you're at Success Club 5 and you want to go for 10, how many challengers do you need to go for 10? And, make your goal bigger. So if you're at, 3 Success Club points right now and your goal is to get to 5, I encourage you, make your goal to get to 10. If you're at 8 points right now, make your goal to get to 20. Because think about how much harder you're going to work if you set that bar higher. And if your goal is, 10 instead of 5, you're going to work that much harder. And you know what? You might just land up on, you might not hit 10, but you might hit 7 or 8. So up your goal, like it's going to change your mindset a little bit. And that's honestly, that's like probably 80% of the battle is just your mindset. The other, 20% is that, taking action, of course. But set that goal and decide how many people do I need to invite to my challenge group or to the business opportunity, whatever it is that, that next group that you have starting. Set a goal this week for how many people you're going to invite, and kind of reverse engineer it. So if you need, 2 more Success Club points to hit your goal, then you need to invite at least 10 people to the opportunity, right? So for every 10 people that you invite, typically 1 is going to sign up, or maybe like you kind of have to figure out what your numbers are. So maybe right now it's like 20. So you need to push even harder because it might be 20 to 1. So figure out what it is and go out and like reverse engineer it. Okay, so tip number 5 is give people an incentive to enroll by a specific date. So, for example, you could promote that you're giving away an extra, sample of Shakeology. Like, so if they order chocolate, then you could give them a sample of like strawberry so that they can try more flavors, or vanilla. You could offer a Fixate cookbook. That's a really big one. Like a lot of my challengers, like if I, needed them to sign up by a certain day, I'll say, hey, I'm doing a special promotion. If you're able to enroll by, Monday, then I'm giving away free Fixate cookbooks to the first 3 people to enroll by Monday. So that's just another good idea. And, you don't necessarily have to put that in your Facebook post. You can, but that could just be something that you message someone about. So if you've been talking to someone previously about joining a challenge group, just shoot them a message and say, hey, I just wanted to let you know, I'm doing a special promotion for, my next 3 challengers that enroll by Monday the 28th. We're going to it's a special Easter giveaway, and I'm going to be giving away free Fixate cookbooks. I don't know if you know what that is. It's 101 recipes that go along with the 21-day fix. And it's been a lifesaver for me. So that could just be like a fun giveaway that you do. Yes, you have to actually buy the cookbook for them and send it to them, but it's well worth the investment if you are, it's like $15 or something, and you get, $40 plus for your commission when they purchase that challenge pack. So it's definitely worth the investment, and they feel appreciated too. And it just kind of moves things along a little bit faster than maybe it would have otherwise. All right. So another tip, number 6, is when you're inviting, because this is like the thing that I think most people hate doing, is inviting people to your challenge groups. Act like you're working for somebody else. So pretend that you're like a virtual assistant for somebody else on the team. It's not even you talking, but you're just using your Facebook. Does that make sense? And just have like no emotional attachment to whatever the outcome of that message is, because obviously like no's are in the cards. We all know that no's are going to happen a lot more than the yeses are going to happen. And just be like totally unemotionally attached, because you're not even, if you're working for somebody else, you don't even technically like know the people that you're inviting, right? So kind of like play a game and pretend like you're working for somebody else by sending out these invites. And it makes the process a lot faster, a little bit, I don't want to say like robotic, but kind of does. And it just makes you kind of go out and do it and be less like emotionally attached to what's happening. So that's just an easy tip for you guys, or hopefully easy tip for you guys to move forward. And then my last tip, number 7, is, ask yourself, are you doing personal development? And are you doing the right personal development? That, in my opinion, should be the first thing that you do every single day, because you're not going to be in the right mindset to sit down and talk to somebody, or to sit down and handle maybe some objections that are coming your way, or really just even sit down and invite people and be in the right mindset to do so. So get up earlier if you have to do personal development, or, you know, do personal development. Like, I have my personal development in my ears all the time with my headphones. I do audio all the time, and I really think it helps me just get that right mindset before I sit down at my desk and send out those invites every day, or before I sit down and try and craft a post to put out there for a call to action or something like that. So make that a priority every single day, and I think that'll really help you guys toward, you know, just hitting this goal for yourself and making sure that you're in the right mindset, and you know, not getting discouraged, because I know it can be frustrating when you're towards the end of the month and all you feel is like, I want to hit this goal, I'm doing everything that I can, or I feel like I'm doing everything I can to hit this goal, and it's easy to just, you know, throw in the towel and get frustrated. But if you have that stuff in your ears, that positivity, you're going to be able to be more equipped to keep moving forward. So those are my tips. Does that help you guys? Do you have any questions? I'm going to unmute you guys. Does anybody have questions? Feel free. I hear a lot of crying babies.
Stop!
I was wondering, how do you know your Facebook affinity?
Okay, hold on one second. I'm going to mute everybody here. Okay, so Facebook affinity, you don't know your Facebook affinity. It's just, you just have to see if people, like, if you regularly, like, don't get any engagement on your posts. Obviously, you're gonna have, like, I have some posts that just totally flop and like nobody likes them. I'll have like 2 likes on them or something. That happens. Don't feel like, you know, you're the only one. But I would say if on a regular basis you are not getting any engagement, like nobody is commenting on your posts, you're getting, you know, very little likes on your posts, then your affinity is probably low. So, and you'll be able to, if you're consistent with engaging on other people's pages, you'll consistently see your affinity grow. You'll see more people starting to like your posts more consistently. For example, like when I started as a coach, like I would have like 2 likes on every post. And now on a good post, like I might get, you know, like 100 likes or something. So you'll consistently just see it grow. So there's no way to, I wish there was a way to like gauge it. On your like page you can, because it gives you like the insights and you can see how many people you've reached, but on your personal page you really can't. So I hope that kind of helps. You just kind of have to gauge it yourself, I guess. Okay. So Lisa is asking, she says, I struggle with call to action posts. Is there a go-to place that can help me with the wordage? Yeah, Brenna's right. You can go in the file section and of the Smash Nation page, and there's examples in there for sure. I think like something that I really like to do too is I'll go to some other coaches' pages and I'll kind of see like, okay, what is their last call to action post? Like, how did they word it and stuff like that? And I'll kind of just use their post as like a template and recreate my own. Like I'll find the ones that stand out to me that kind of drew me into what they were talking about, if that makes sense. So, you know, don't copy what they're doing, but just, you know, use that as a template so that you can learn to get better at it, for sure. Does anybody else have a question? Do you have any like specific like objections you're dealing with, or I don't know, like what are you struggling with that I could maybe, if there anybody wants help like coaching through a situation or anything like that?
Hey, I have.
I can't hear you. You cut out. Okay. I think I can hear you now.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm working with a lady who has a spinal fracture right now. Have you been successful with anybody actually not working out and just doing the nutrition portion of one of our programs, just probably specifically the 21-day fix?
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think, like usually if they can't work out, I'll recommend them getting on Shakeology if they want to work on the nutrition part. And then I'll just kind of say, like, I know you can't do the workouts right now, but I still recommend getting, the challenge pack so that you have them for the future. You know what I mean? And this will help you kind of give them a vision for where you see them going, like, hey, I know now you can't work out, but we can work together on the nutrition side of the 21-day fix, and we'll get you started with Shakeology. And then, and I don't know how severe their injury is, but in 6 months, when you're healed and you've gone through your therapy, then we can slowly get you moved into those workouts, and you'll already have them because, at the cheaper rate.
Okay. Yeah, she actually is an It Works rep.
Oh gosh. Oh, that's always funny.
But I was wondering if anybody has had any success with somebody like that.
Yeah. We've had coaches that have gone through situations like that where they hurt their back and stuff like that. So, and they just focus on the nutrition and Shakeology, and they've definitely done pretty well with it. And I've had family members do that too. I don't think I've specifically started working with someone from the point of injury, if that makes sense.
Right. Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of any specific examples, but I don't think at least not recently that I can remember.
Okay.
Yeah. Does anybody else have any specific situations you might need help with? Don't be shy. All right, guys. Well, I hope that some of these tips were helpful for you. I hope that you took something away from it and that you're ready and like pumped to go out and just kill the rest of this month. Like, I know I am. I'm just excited. We had a really good business opportunity call last night. Decide what it is that you're inviting to right now. If you want to run a business opportunity call, if it's a challenge group, like I think that's kind of first things first is you've got to have a plan of action. And if you don't have a plan and you don't have it written out on your calendar, what you're going to do each day to get to that goal or that, plan that you have, then it's a lot harder to implement. So thanks for hopping on. I just kind of wanted this to be quick so you guys can get back to your families in the middle of the day, and I got to get back to my daughter too. But if you guys have any other questions that come up, feel free to shoot me a message. I'm happy to help with anything. All right, guys, thank you so much. I'll see you later. Bye.